It's being said that Trump may be preparing for a large-scale deal with Russia and China. A deal that would see the US align with Russia and China and then divide the world into three parts, with each dominating their part. With the New York Times saying that it would be a throwback to a 19th century style of imperial rule. Or with them pointing out that Russia is invading Ukraine, China wants Taiwan, and Trump wants Canada, Greenland, and Panama. And so you have one analyst saying that China would love to have this kind of grand bargain with the US. And this, as others have pointed out, that it really only benefits Russia, who would be incapable of developing a sphere on their own. And all of this is US foreign policy for the past 40 years has been that spheres of influence shouldn't exist. And it's easy to see why they'd want that. I mean, no country on earth has as far reach of an influence as the United States, and by voluntarily giving that up to China and Russia, the US becomes much weaker. And then, of course, this approach of dividing up the world in some way it's going to run into some issues. Right? For one, Russia's just not a world power. They have nukes, but the EU is the world power in Eurasia, not Russia. The European economy is 11 times larger than Russia's. They have 4 times as many people, and there are multiple countries in the EU that could 1v1 Russia without issue. Also, you could argue that another issue is that it's not 1880 anymore. Right? The gap between mid to high tier powers, it's way smaller than it was in 1880. And the current arrangement that the US has with its NATO alliance in Japan, Korea, and Australia has made the US into a hyperpower. And, dismantling that the same way that they're dismantling US scientific hegemony and economic dominance is a total surrender to stupidity. But hey, for now, follow to stay in the loop.